And there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the second-ranked team, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. He'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Makes a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense showing a bunch formation now. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks through the tackle. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Collins. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just run and pound hill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Oh, it's a reverse. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Getting set. Here's second down.
Missouri, 14-2-0.
Great job of the defense pushing him back on first down. He'll hand it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Red kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return. Cost himself 4 yards. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second down play coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
2-0.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory, and he got stopped. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll run it to the left. solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The game makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Collins. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Blue Devils hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
First play of the drive to come out throwing. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for this 6 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Blue Devils offense heads back out into the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. And the quarterback dropping back. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Duke. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
At the PAT, the lead is still 31-7. The kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. brings the Missouri offense back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Solid gain will spot the ball at the 49. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He finds his man. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And looking for a big play here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he drops back in the gun. He's going to take another shot right here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Missouri now operating in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. And that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Play action here on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. completion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he's going to launch it deep again. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And they start the drive with an end-around play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Motion now from the tight end. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And this pass is on target, caught. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Man, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And at first down, they go right back to him. He's found some room at the 45. Powers through a tackle. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action to keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area and decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. They go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Missouri. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get there.
And they fake it and find the tight end. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That's the end of the third quarter. Missouri 60-14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Get set, get set.
And now the running back's got it again. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the ground, it's Collins. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Just by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
He hands it off from the gun. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining.
Got it.
And the head coach says, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 4 on 4th down today. Can they convert this one? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. So a big gain there. They finally make the tackle, but that will wrap this one up as the clock runs out. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this is